making some progress, but not necessarily the progress I would have liked to make. Hi, it's Elena of Financial Demics, and today we're just doing an update on my goals. I had posted a video back in March that I actually recorded back in December about my goals for 2022, and I had a little late start on the year just because I just had a lot going on. If you want to hear about it, I'll link the video right here. But I still wanted to do my goals update in June anyway, just to see where I am so that I could really refocus and get back on track with my goals for this year. So we're going to talk about my goals, where I'm at, what I'm going to do to make some adjustments in reaching those goals. So my first goal is to pay off my son's car this year. So I bought my son a car a year and a half ago. I really wanted to pay it off in a year and a half. We've had some things like happen unexpectedly, and so I didn't hit my year and a half goal. I really wanted to do it by the end of the year. And right now, I'm not sure if it's gonna happen. We're still working towards paying off the car. We're actually in the 4 figures, so I'm really excited about that, especially for a person who I currently do not have a car payment. I didn't have a car payment for years before I bought my son his car. I explain more about why I actually got a car with payments in this video. I'll link it here if you just want to hear why. But it was more so of I had to do what's best for the situation for me and not stress myself out in other ways. Not money wise, more so, you know, is your kid okay wise. I'm not exactly where I want it to be by now. I want it to be probably about $4,000 less on what's owed right now, but that is okay. I do know how much I need to pay each month to wrap it up by the end of the year. I'm not sure if it's gonna happen or not because I am contemplating moving something in front of it that I see happening that I rather cash flow. So we'll see what happens, but I'm definitely making it a goal. I want to try some other things to make it happen a little bit sooner. We will see. I'll probably talk about it after I do it just because I want to test it out first. I don't want to say, hey, this is what I did, or this is what I'm doing, and it doesn't necessarily work out the way I'm looking for it to work out. But I would speak about it either way. I just have to test it out and see how it goes first. All right, the next thing I had was make a dent in my student loans. So this one is we're still progressing. So I'm still putting aside my payments. I do have public student loans. I do not have any private student loans. My student loans have been on forbearance since March of 2020. We thought loan payments was going to start back up in May. They have been deferred again until September 1st. And my student loan lender actually sent me an email and said October 1st, but I guess they're thinking by the time they get everything running when the first payment will come or when the first payment will be due. So we'll see, but I still have been saving that money. So whenever payments start back up, I'll be taking that, throwing it on the loan like right before. And then from there, we're going to be making an effort. But truthfully, if it is September 1st, I will be putting all extra money towards the car. And then we'll go and handle these student loans. And the last goal that I had, because I've been operating with 3 goals for the year, just making it more realistic for what I have going on and how my life flows. And I just feel like it's easier for me to focus on achieving more that way, is to trade more. So I mentioned that I had been trading a little bit. I come out of that industry. I know about investing and things like that very well. And so I did end up taking a trading challenge. So funny enough, I recorded this video in December. Y'all saw it in March, but I recorded it in December. I took a trading challenge. Literally, the trading challenge started the day that I took my last CPA exam, which was January 31st. If you know, Terry from Invest with Terry. If you don't, I'll link her website below. I actually took her trading challenge to kind of kick it off because I knew that I was going to take my test that day, and so I could just jump in and kind of focus. It was a 5-day challenge. It was really good. It filled in some blanks for me a little bit that I kind of had an idea of, but just not necessarily like had put it all together. And so I have been playing around. I do have the trading account that's separate from my regular long-term investing account. And so I have been doing a little bit. I really want to take a trading class, like just really get into the trading course that she has. So that is something that I plan on doing this year. I have not narrowed it down. I know originally in my plan, I had it for fourth quarter of this year. I feel like I'm going to move it up, but I'll let you know if I do it, if I move it up. But I feel like I'm going to move it up to invest in it because I do want to go ahead and kind of get my bearings down, because I really want what I really want to do is get my options game together, especially with the market the way it is right now. But I have to see like how I'm going to work that out with paying off the car loan. I know either way it can benefit me, so we're gonna work that out, but that's what I plan to do. I'll drop a link to Terry's course below so you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. It is an affiliate link. If you go to her site, you see that we have done a project together before, but she is the person who I wanted to learn from when it comes to that, and so that's what I plan on doing. So overall, like, I want to say I haven't done a good job sticking to my goals this year, but truthfully, that's not the reality of it. But March 1st is when I really started, so it's now June. So it's a good time for me to refocus, figure out what I need to do to get through what I needed to do. I will say this is why we do check-ins. I typically check in on whatever goals I'm working on at least once for the quarter. So now I know where to make adjustments, how to make them work, and what steps I want to take to make sure that I really reach these goals by the end of the year. In the comments below, let me know how you are doing with your money goals for the year. Are you on track? Are you deciding that you need to refocus so that you can reach those goals? Or are you saying, you know what, I'm not even interested in that anymore and I'm going to change it up? Let me know in the comments. And look, you do not have to wait until the beginning of the year, the beginning of the month, the beginning of the week to start working towards your financial goals or any type of goals that you have. You can literally start today. So if you are trying to figure out how to come up with some financial goals for yourself, then go ahead and check out this video right here next, and I'll see you next time.